It's extremely easy to set up a business in Thailand. Who tipped, why they did it, how much they paid for it, Phuket-style hachapuri. The best way to get a girl into bed.
On my way to you, I've seen some 3 or 4 stores.
13.
13! These farmers used to be called, drug lords. You earned a profit in the first month, right?
Yeah.
Won't they get locked up in Russia after it? Hello friends, my name is Vitaly Thein, and we're in Thailand. I want to tell you how people make money and live in this warm and vibrant country. Many Russians have moved here and found things to their liking. Well, hello Thailand! Let's go look for where the money is, shall we? Today, I'll talk to a few guys who work and live in Thailand in order to get a better understanding of how this country lives and breathes. And we're gonna start with the capital and the biggest city of Thailand, Bangkok. Hello? Hello?
This is my wife. And this is Vitaly.
Vitaly.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you. Hi.
Greetings.
So, is this half a house or a section or what?
It's a townhouse.
A 3-story one. How much did such a house cost?
We got lucky. We bought it for 2.5, for 2.4.
In the local currency?
Yeah, in local money. A living room. There's a barbecue grill. My wife sits here from time to time.
Wow. Look, it's awesome. The lake is so cool. Whose villa is that?
I think happy people live there. The owner keeps an eye on the whole thing from time to time. I think that land is worth about 150 to 200 million baht.
There's already some factories, companies, businesses being built around here. And all of this goes together in such a harmony. Damn. And these detached houses, these palm trees.
There are bananas.
A banana orchard, yeah. We took a water bus.
Look, kratom leaves. There are 2 kinds of them for sale. In the form of leaves and in the form of water. That is, you brew the leaves and you get a kind of green tea. You drink it and you get strength, energy, etc.
Is it kind of like chewing coca leaves?
They chew those kratom leaves just like that. You can see a lot of people spitting red. It used to be illegal, but now it's sold overtly and widely, just like marijuana.
That's cool. Hey, are there any cool drinks you should definitely try?
The ones made of kratom. Well, I don't know about other drinks. Anyway, let me quote you the words of a katoi. There's 3 genders in Thailand: girls, boys, and katois, or ladyboys, and so on. So, one of them said, coming up to me, "Never try, never know." That is, you have to try everything.
And don't be afraid. Break your attitudes.
Within reasonable, of course, depending on where your break acts.
This is what a bus stop looks like. The water bus pulls up, stops, picks everybody up. There's a cafe over there. Come on guys, hop in. The girl jumps out of the bus and moors it. Bangkok made an amazing impression on me. There's a real sense of motion and development, and it's clear that the money is there. Skyscrapers, expensive cars, nice restaurants. Compared to the capital, Phuket seemed like a village to me. But of course, this is by contrast. Here you can still easily meet a person who works all day for 10 bucks. Immigrants from neighboring poor countries, such as Myanmar, may be paid even less. Trade here is at the level of our 1990s. Markets, bazaars, street food everywhere. And it's very Asian, of course. Their food culture is so developed, that they sell it everywhere. I wonder how much money a cart like this brings them.
Well, depending on where it's located. On a spot near 7-Eleven or someone else, the price ranges from 5 to 10,000 baht per month per point.
Per point? So they're still paying per spot.
Somewhere, yeah.
Do they pay here, for example? Not everywhere, right?
Not everywhere, but there's mobile ones, and there's those that stand in a certain place. They pay per point. This is traditional Thai tea.
How much does it cost?
The small one is 20. The big one is 25.
Thank you. Cool. That's an interesting flavor. Both tea and condensed milk added in there, I think.
This is how blocks are dying out. I mean, there used to be little businesses built here, and everything is completely extinct. And that's how Bangkok is changing. And that's why I ride a bike and capture old Bangkok on my camera. So soon there it will be.
Do you post this video somewhere? Do you have some kind of channel?
Yes, I have a little private channel, Diamond Bank. It's a nickname. Everybody in this life should have a nickname.
Moving on to Phuket, and now we stop by Andrei's bar. He's a former restaurant top manager who left Moscow in 2006. He started a Thai family here, and by the way, so did 2 of my 3 friends. It's a frequent thing here. Now Andrei runs a small cafe and is happy with everything. Tell me a little bit. How long have you lived in Thailand?
17 years, if counting from September.
That's incredible! Have you got used to everything yet?
Well, yeah, what's there to get used to? I had plenty of time.
What did you do in Russia mainly?
I used to open restaurants and feed people. My most active period was probably from 1998 to 2005. So I fed 20 million people.
That's crazy! Wow! You fed all of Moscow. Basically everyone who lives in Moscow.
Well, not everyone. Some a few times and some not once, but that's statistics. There was a lot of stuff going on. Filimonova and Yankil at the time. Mamina Pasta, Kalbasov. They had a whole chain. And I opened the first 3 Goodman steakhouses as well.
What was the key factor that made you decide to change your life and leave Russia?
I was fed up with Moscow.
You got tired of Moscow.
I've been living in Moscow for 20 years. I was just tired. I'm a classic downshifter.
A classic downshifter?
Of course.
What's that?
What do you mean? It's a deliberate social downgrading.
I see.
So I used to be a top manager in my previous life, a director with a capital D. And here I'm just a man. Right now I'm standing behind the bar serving you a Coke.
And before that, I guess it was impossible to get through to you.
No, why not? Come on. I've always been open to communication.
You just didn't have enough time for communication, right?
Yeah, absolutely right. And it was really annoying. No time, lots of projects, the harsh climate, gray houses, gray sky, gray people. It was gut-wrenching.
Do you feel happier here? Because there's more sunshine and so on.
Absolutely right. I became healthier. Do I look 50-year-old?
Overall, no. 43, 45.
There you go. And I'm almost 52 now. For every year of your life here, you get 3 months off your age. You live in Thailand for a year. You're 3 months younger.
Oh, you're getting younger.
Yes, reverse aging.
What about snow? Snowmen? Do you miss all that?
No, I'm not a fan of winter sports. That's the thing. Moreover, I don't like winter. I don't like cold.
But don't you get tired of the constant heat sometimes?
Well, yeah. But when I do, I get in the freezer. Take a 300-liter freezer, empty it, and get into it for fun. And that's it. No nostalgia in 5 minutes.
It's gone, isn't it?
No nostalgia left.
Time to get out already. That's not bad. So tell me, you came here when you were 35. What did you start doing here in the first place? Or did you already have a lot of money?
The first year I was just chilling out. I didn't want to do anything at all. I enjoyed Sanuk Sabai. I rested my mind and body. And then it was the same as usual. Bars, chicks, all that.
But what about a wife or a girlfriend?
I opened a bar with a girlfriend. But she got caught stealing, so I kicked her out. That happens too.
So you actually started doing what you're good at, which is opening locations.
No. It was a bar with blackjack and hookers. Instead of going to other bars, I'd rather sit with my friends and drink and collect some cash at the same time.
Kind of exchange.
I don't know, that's just the way my mind works.
So you've been here for a year, started your development with different bars a little bit.
No, then I gave up that story and just went into sales. I was a latex dealer for 9 years.
Latex? The one they produce here?
Yeah, that stuff they make here. Then I involved my Thai family into it. We planted these rubber trees on 20 rays of land.
You even had your own plantation?
Do you know what ray is?
No.
It's a measure of land, 1,600 square meters.
Imagine 20 rays. Now that's a lot.
And there were thousands of these rubber trees, so we collected sap from them and sold it.
So you set up some kind of plantation?
I'd already had a Thai family by then, and they were farmers. Folks of the soil, as they say.
And did they teach you that stuff?
No, I just threw the idea in, and they took it on board. Of course, they did contribute.
Tell me about the cuisine. What do you mostly serve? Thai cuisine or Russian one, and which one is more popular?
I even wrote specifically on our Facebook page where guests can specify the type of cuisine. That is, people come in and write, "This is a family restaurant, Russian cuisine, international," and so on. So I removed all of that and wrote, "experimental kitchen."
And that's it, in one phrase.
Yes, because I just serve people what I eat myself, that's all. The Thais also like experimenting. They sometimes want to try the so-called Farang food, that is foreign food. They love cheese, and my Phuket-style khachapuri is always on top. If Thai people come, they almost always have it on the order.
That is khachapuri.
Yeah, Phuket-style khachapuri. I just took Thai roti and started stuffing them with Italian and Australian cheeses. That's all.
How much can you earn by running such a restaurant?
Right now the figures are from $600 to $1,000 a day.
A day? You mean cash?
Yes,
So a restaurant like this makes about $500,000.
over a season, yeah, quite possibly. Wait, I calculated the losses. When I calculated the direct losses from COVID-19, I came up with $2.5 million in 3 seasons.
You know, as an entrepreneur who wants to open a business, or a person who will want to come here, and in question themselves will want to open a restaurant, I want to understand how much money one can make a month from a business like this.
Such a small location is enough to support a large family and also for the children to go to an international school.
So you can earn somewhere around 150, 200 and 300,000?
Sure.
Look, is it hard at all to open a bar or a restaurant here in Thailand?
It's a piece of cake. Get the license and go ahead.
Is it hard to get a license?
Yeah, very hard. It takes about 15 minutes at the Tasaban, which is the municipality.
That's it? Just show up and spend 15 minutes?
This year it was even better. They turned out to be free. If you don't trust me, see for yourself. There are zeros everywhere. 0 in the column for payment.
Holy moly!
This is just a gift from the Tasaban for the fact that they shut us down during COVID-19. Actually, those licenses have never been worth much. The coolest thing is the tobacco license. The common 1-year price of a tobacco license was always 20 baht. But this year it's 0. Can you imagine?
That's amazing. You could have paid 20 baht.
Yeah, but they don't want to take it. Also the food production license. It cost an average somewhere around 1,500 baht. But there were nuances there too. They changed the rate at their discretion. I remember a time when the license cost 400 baht, 1,500 baht, something like that. You just can't guess. It's like a lottery. You go to the municipality, you say you need a license, you show the place, inspectors come, they look at how you arranged everything, whether everything is right, whether everything is good. I mean, whether there is no overlapping of flows, whether the product neighborhood is normal, whether the sewage is arranged. Everything as usual in public catering. They just look, check. If they don't like something, if a fire extinguisher is hanging and it's wrong or is on the floor, they say please hang it up. No problem, you can hang it up right in front of them. It doesn't lead to any serious issues.
Do you have to be paid extra?
No way, because it's idiotic. Many of our compatriots have done so, but it isn't smart.
So, in fact, there is no need to pay anything extra?
Corruption is mostly caused by people who give bribes and not by those who take them. And those who give bribes ruin their own lives. I've never given a bribe to anyone except for one situation when, really, it was so funny. I had a work permit. I was fully certified at the time, but my work permit was being renewed. I gave it to them, but according to the rules, it has to be in the workplace. That is, I have to show it at the first request, my work permit, because I'm a foreign citizen. And somehow I just took it easy and sent the guys to hell. And they got offended. It turned out that it wasn't a local, but an inspector from Bangkok. In general, I did what one shouldn't do in Asia. That is, because of me, that man lost his face in front of his staff, before whom he wanted to show off like he was so cool. In the end, they locked me in a cell. And I spent 4 hours there with some Burmese. They fed and watered me. They were good guys.
Listening to Andrei, you might think that Thailand is just a paradise for business with almost European rules of the game. But it's a little more complicated than that. There is a high level of corruption, and at the same time, the laws are harsh. You can go to jail for any minor offense, especially if there is no money for fines. Police setups happen too. Just check the tourist chat rooms. Thai jail is a rather dubious pleasure. The police know you'll do anything to avoid being there.
Meet Phuket style khachapuri.
Okay, a test drive. Test drive.
Careful, it's hot. This dish just came off the grill.
It's awesome. You know what? I like that the top dough is kind of crispy. It's Thai roti.
A regular Thai flatbread that we bake ourselves.
It's really cool. Look, when I open a business here, do I have to register it in my own name, or do I have to have a Thai to register the business in their name?
It depends on the type of business.
Well, today we're talking about a restaurant.
If we're talking about a restaurant, it's more likely... Well, right now I just have it all set up as sole proprietorship in my wife's name. It's easier for me, because before it was registered to a company. But I sold the company, for example, because, well, I gave it to another person.
So it was sort of LLC.
Yes. And there have to be 51% Thai people in there anyway.
So the majority of the company must be Thai.
Absolutely. It's a Thai company, after all.
A little bit about taxes. How much do you pay?
So we came to this, why I opted for sole proprietorship. I started paying almost half the amount of taxes. That is, before, I made payments to all the social funds, payments to employees. We don't count the income tax, because it's not here in this amount. Because if you earn less than $1 million a year, you don't pay taxes at all. Only social fees, social insurance, social security, yeah.
Can you tell me the interest they take?
Yeah, in my case it's somewhere around $200 a month.
I'd like to dive into some management tools a little bit. Do you have any advertising on TripAdvisor?
I don't work with TripAdvisor anymore after they started offering to boost my account for money. I never work with services like that at all. If their ratings are bloated, if you can't pay for your own rating, what's the point? Let people create an opinion about me.
Well, how do they find about you?
Google Maps, for example. Open up Google Maps. I had guests yesterday who told me they found me on Google through Google recommendations. What Google recommendations? What did I do for it? It turns out I have the highest ranking restaurant in the area. That's even considering there's one review out there specifically underrating me.
4.9.
A person with a private account wrote that they got intoxicated. That kind of thing, you know? The internet is not a universe where you can't find a person. So I found out who did it, but I don't understand why these people consider me their competitor. But it does happen. Among Russian-speaking people, the competition manifests itself this way. One just has to do something nasty. The most interesting thing is that they may even report to the police or something like that. I had a case like this. Given that there is a big shortage of dessert wines here, I just made port and kegor wine. I even had a local church order this kegor for Easter once. But of course, someone snitched. The inspection came, they knew what and where to look. Then I got them talking. They even said who tipped, why they did it, how much they paid for it. But the production of alcoholic beverages requires a separate license. While I only had a selling license at the time, I made things right. Now I do it legally. By the way, do you drink wine?
I'm driving today.
So what? We have up to 0.5 per mil officially permitted by the rules.
Well, of course I do.
Here you go. I'll wine you.
The bouquet is awesome. You've just set the glass and it already smells.
Raisins, pure raisins.
It smells amazing.
It's my Christmas port. I made it specially for Christmas.
Is it port?
Yes. It casts any Portuguese one in the shade. Checked and confirmed.
It's not even sugary at all.
90% alcohol.
What?
90%!
In fact, it doesn't even feel like it at all.
The best way to get a girl into bed. I'm a Ukrainian by my mom. Her surname's Taran. And Lisa Ivaninka by my dad. So I'm a Volga Cossack by my dad and a Zaporozhye Cossack by my mom. And here we go. Noodles next to borscht. Solyanka. Pea soup. All right.
I saw salo somewhere here. I really liked it.
That's right. Here it is. Salo.
Ah, I see, salo.
Dry salted. I make it myself. Sea salt works wonders with salo.
Do you make your own kvass here?
No, the Thais make kvass, and I just fine-tune it a bit. The only thing is they make it a little sweeter than I'd like it to be. But there's a life hack. You take it beforehand, and it's live. You just let it ferment a little bit, and only after that you sell it.
I see.
So I pour this kvass after I ferment it for a week.
I'd like to taste local kvass, by the way.
Why not? I'll get you some.
Is it a fashion here to chill glasses in the freezer or what?
It's just more pleasant. When it's hot, it's better to drink cold beverages. Here it is.
Okay. Very refreshing. Cool. It's really much nicer with a glass like this.
In this heat, it's a sheer pleasure.
How is setting up a business in Russia different from doing it here? Are there any differences, challenges, anything else?
Here, everything is done for fun.
That is, everything goes on chill, right?
Everything is very comfortable in this sense, that's true. That is, no one screws your brains. You don't have to knock on the doors of some inspections, to tap dance in front of them and so on. No, it's a lot easier. Act by the rules, stay legal, and you'll never have problems in Thailand.
I'm always drawn to move to another country too, but there are certain fears.
I don't get it.
Like, no one damn needs me here or anything else. So, my question will be this.
Don't you love yourself?
Why?
Then why you are afraid to do something for yourself? The main thing is that you love yourself, that you need yourself.
I don't understand this language at all. I can't speak English either.
How's that?
That's it. I can only speak finger talk.
Okay, then in general, Thailand is for you. Because it's one of the few countries in the world where you can feel comfortable knowing neither the national language nor English. For real. I know people who have been living here for years in their Farang bubbles, and they communicate with a very limited number of people, but still feel very comfortable and happy in Thailand. It's one of the few places in the world like that, believe me.
It turns out that in order to move, I would have to do something here. Today we've discussed how to open a restaurant or a cafe.
Okay, go for it.
So I come here. I have to get a residence permit, right?
You don't have to.
I don't even have to?
I don't have a residence permit.
You've said one can get a business visa.
Yeah, you get yourself a business visa if you want to work. I have a different story. I have a marriage visa now. But a marriage visa also allows you to work. There is such a document as a work permit, and you can get a work permit either having a business visa or having a marriage visa.
And to get a business visa, do I need to get some kind of invitation in my country or come and can do it here?
No, you can do it right here.
How much does it cost? $200, $300?
Legalization, no, a bit more. Now a business visa costs about $1,000.
$1,000? And how long is it valid? A year? 2 years?
Of course, I'm talking about an annual visa.
An annual visa.
Yeah.
So I got my business visa, spent $1,000 of my first costs. Next, I narrowed down the location.
Wait, it's a bit different. Are you gonna work for yourself or get hired?
I want to open my own restaurant.
If you're own, you also have to register a company. Company registration, your business visa and work permit, the whole package will cost about 100,000.
100,000 rubles?
But this is about $3,000.
$3,000 and I will have the whole package ready.
Yeah, and you can start your business.
Okay, the first investment is clear.
That's legalization.
Oh, and that's only legalization.
It's only about legalizing yourself and your business.
So, I find any location. I can negotiate a lease agreement. How much is the rent of such premises?
It's not premises, it's a piece of land where I set up something.
So you set up all this by yourself?
There was a gazebo here. I set up another one. Right now I'm paying peanuts for it.
You bought this? Do you own it?
No, I leased the land from the landlady here. There are 7 landowners on this street, on the whole street. 7 families own this street.
Cool, so they partitioned it and now rent it out.
That's about it.
So what is the size?
I pay a rent of 10,000 now. Aren't you shocked by the amount?
10,000 baht?
That's $300 a month.
Nah, you have quite big premises here.
I have another parking lot in the backyard.
Is there parking there too? A big one?
It's not big, but it can hold 4 cars.
That's cool.
Porthos! Porthos, hey! Portho! Now, where have you been? It's my security guard.
A local one.
Why? He's my night watchman. He lives here. It's a Thai cat. He's a Thai boxer.
So, arrive here. I want to open a location, so I need to make a deal with a Thai right away.
Wait. Here arises the question. I don't get it.
You say 50, 51%.
That's if you start your company, you have to have Thai shareholders.
So when I'm starting a company,
You should involve people who you need or who won't demand anything from you in terms of business.
so it's possible to find them.
It's a solvable issue.
So it turns out that when I register a business,
Let's not discuss it like that because it's probably not a public issue.
you do you.
I'm telling you, straw shareholders are prosecuted by law. That is, if you have ghost shareholders, you may be punished for it. That's why you have to involve people smartly. Either these are really trustworthy people, or you oblige them not to have any claim to your business.
Then I have to make a contract with a bank, get a bank account, and it's all no problem.
Absolutely right. That's no problem at all.
Okay, and after that, I have to get some licenses. Cigarette license, alcohol license, and so on.
Depending on what you're gonna be selling, it's all very simple. Don't clutter up your mind. It's okay. It's extremely easy to set up a business in Thailand. It couldn't be easier.
I understand. But you're looking at it through your own lens.
No. It's just that the government encourages small and mid-sized businesses.
Thailand, and especially Phuket, is not a place to work. Even immigrants here are on chill. They don't want to own property, they don't want to toil and moil like they do in megacities. This place did not attract those who want to earn more, and then more and more, but rather those who want to live and enjoy. Small firms, stores, family cafes, and then to the beach and night streets. Thinking about all this, you just want to find a comfortable sun lounger and take a nap. This is a new feature, chairs around. I'll go and have a little rest. Ugh. Let's take a break for a while.
Hello.
เล่นไหมคะ
No, thanks.
Look how many sun loungers are around. And as soon as you walk up to one of them, a guy in a green t-shirt comes along and demands money from you. Sounds familiar. Somebody seems to be making good money on this. Let's find out how much such a business brings in.
2 minutes, okay? 2 minutes. I'm video sun, no?
Extend the better video.
Today swimming.
Over there outside.
Why?
Huh?
No, why no sit?
This have to pay.
It's pay
Hey,
100 baht.
you make video, you not speak to me, my friend.
Okay,
Okay?
understand.
Okay, get up.
I don't want to leave, come on. Is it a public beach? You don't understand. All right, thanks. They don't let you lie down. They just chase you off. Now, remember that while you are resting, someone provides your comfort. The Thais themselves are hardworking and know how to work. And who knows, maybe after a while, they'll have their own Singapore here. By the way, they adopt a lot from there. For example, the fine for chewing gum, although I have no idea how it will help the economy. Basically, Thailand is a very ambivalent country. Here you can and you cannot do something at the same time. For example, did you know that prostitution is actually forbidden in the country? Yeah, I've seen how this ban works. There used to be a similar story with marijuana here. But recently it was legalized, and such businesses have been on a roll. Right now we're gonna see a guy who sells weed. Or is it medicine? Well, he either sells or treats. We'll find it out now. Fede, hi.
Greetings, Vitaly.
Tell me a little bit about yourself. How did you get here? I see you have so much stuff for sale here. I think it's a very dangerous story in Russia, so it would be interesting to know how you got here and got into this particular business.
I'm from Omsk. I moved here from Krasnodar, and before that, I lived in the Czech Republic in Prague for 4 years.
Holy moly!
I moved from there to Krasnodar, and from Krasnodar to Phuket.
Cool.
When I got here, I found after a while that legalization happened. It was on 9th of June, and after that I came up with this idea. Why not try it?
Just a little while ago.
Yeah, in fact they had been preparing for legalization for a long time. A year ago they had medical clinics selling only CBD, and CBD has no psychotropic effect. It used to treat severe, serious diseases. Legalization came into effect on June 9th, and after a while I thought, why not try it too? And we set off on a long 3-month business trip. We traveled almost all over Thailand. met with different farmers who are engaged in cultivation.
Farmers. Sounds quite, like potatoes and all that stuff.
Well, one of their primary strategies is not only to attract the tourist flow, there are also large volumes of pharmacology, the production of various meds, and to support farmers too. That is, so that they can grow and export.
These farmers used to be called, drug lords. Are those the farmers that they decided to support?
Here the attitude is different. That is, not as a drug, but it's grown to expand the big business of pharmacology above all else. You have to take that into account. That is, from a tourist point of view, what they have done for tourists is only a small part. In the future, their main focus will be on the production of various meds for cerebral palsy, dementia, Parkinson's disease.
So there are some components there that deal with all this.
Yes, and they are much more powerful and cooler by their properties than some synthetic-based meds.
And how do you go to the farmers? Do you come to them, to their plantations?
Now, I don't go there. When I got acquainted with this franchise, I came to them and I was shown the documents.
It's a franchise?
It's a franchise, yeah.
Whoa!
That's why we decided to start with it, because we realized that licensed products and quality were the most important things in making a decision to start with a franchise. We were shown the documents, licenses, laboratory tests of all our flowers. We were shown the farms, they talked to us nicely, and we realized that we wanted to move only this way.
How much did it cost?
It cost 880,000 baht.
To buy the franchise package, right?
Yeah.
No product, no goods.
There was about 230,000 baht worth of the product. Basically, the most important thing in this business is the product quality. We have special boxes with proper humidity and temperature. When it's sold just in the street, of course it has no health benefits. Everything fades away, and people buy an empty product to start with. Secondly, there is no quality control. It may be moldy, you cannot see it, but the feelings you'll get after it may be not that good.
I see a lot of stores have opened here. On my way to you, I've seen some 3 or 4 stores.
13.
13!
There's about 13 stores in this small, kilometer-long street. When we opened, there were 5 or 6.
How did you open the store? You're not Thai. You're not from here. Did you face any difficulties? How did you make it?
It's the biggest challenge to get into this business, exactly into cannabis business. I think that opening stores, some small businesses, registered to some fictitious ties, and working comfortably for fictitious ties is no secret to many. But you can't open a cannabis business on a fictitious tie. You need a real, live Thai who will come, speak, sign documents, and that is the biggest challenge, both in growing and in retail.
But you found one, right?
Yes.
So this Thai owns 51% of the company, right?
Yes. Well, in truth, if they want to clamp down on you, everything can be taken over if desired.
Are you here with a business visa or in some other way? How long can you stay here?
Yeah, with a business visa.
Have you bought a house or are you still renting?
My philosophy here is that I don't want to own anything, so as not to burden myself with anything. I'm all about making good money and being able to rent some housing. I like to change locations. I don't like to settle down in one place for 10 years. And when you buy a house, you have to settle down. But this way you can live in one villa for 1 year, then rent another one, then a third, a 10th.
Look, if I want to open a similar franchise, for example, will it be difficult for me to do that?
It will, frankly speaking. So much hair I've lost and gotten gray.
But I don't have any, so I'll make it.
You have nothing to lose, huh?
Maybe there's someone you can pay to have it done quickly.
Unfortunately, it doesn't work this way. Even if you have a lot of money, you come and throw it on the table, it doesn't guarantee you anything at all. Because it's a different mentality, the Asian mentality, plus the language gap. You don't speak Thai.
And who helps you?
No one. We did it all ourselves. We found a franchise, we negotiated, we founded everything. We did everything ourselves. We were constantly asking them about something, pestering them, getting to them.
What is the product margin?
The margin? Well, it depends.
How much net profit do you make?
Well, I get about 650,000 a month in rubles.
How much? You make 650,000 a month?
That's it.
It's like you earned a profit in the first month, right?
Yeah.
Look, 650 a month, almost 2 million in 3 months. How much did you invest in the franchise?
About 5 in rubles in total.
What else was there?
Renovation, further purchase, things related to a medical license, purchase of goods.
How much did a medical license cost?
It's not that it costs something. The franchise sort of provides it to you. But you have to meet a lot of requirements to buy various medical equipment, arrange the room properly, etc. That is, some constant costs.
I see. So everything cost about 5
Yeah, right,
million.
in rubles at today's exchange rate. It's good that I'm a marketer myself. I set up advertising on Instagram on my own.
That is, you have some kind of advertising which gives you some extra traffic.
Yes, online advertising.
And it kind of covers this area here.
It's hard to set a range here. Since Phuket itself is small, the range isn't very big. It's hard to set it up. So targeting covers all of Phuket.
I've just figured out what you should do. You should home deliver.
We already have it. We're introducing it.
Jeez,
We only have one question left. Maybe we'll arrange our own delivery service.
that would be cooler.
Because we need to have an option of payment by cash to the courier. So far, only online. But we're working on it now, because it's very convenient. You're at home. You don't have to go anywhere and then go back. When you buy, you want to smoke, but you have to go back home. You risk getting behind the wheel in that state. Or you drive and endure. Hurry up, I want to get home. And here you get everything delivered to your place. Plus, we have free delivery.
Is it hard to rent after all? To find a location to rent?
That was also a very clever strategy. Before we opened, we had been paying for empty premises. We paid for empty premises for 4 months. Here's how it happened. I saw empty premises. It was the only one here. We didn't know yet who we would work with, how it would work. And we just decided right away that we would take it because we wanted to stake a place in the street. And when I saw it, I really liked it. A bustling street retail. There's a cafe next to us, a hotel, a lot of related stores opposite to us too. And it turns out that I just paid for empty premises for 4 months while I was figuring everything out. But it was strategically correct, because when the season came, there were no premises in Phuket at all.
Holy cow!
You can't buy anything, even if you have a lot of money. Here comes our doctor.
You also have a doctor.
Yes?
Is it a local doctor who makes out prescriptions?
Yes. Now the law is yet to be finalized, and in the future, people will probably buy it in clinics only, where special cards will be given as a prescription. And people will carry them around, and if they're suddenly stopped, they will show this card, like they have a purchase permit.
That is, I come to you, I come up to the doctor and say, "Doctor, I think I'm sick."
The doctor does a checkout. He checks your blood pressure, asks about allergies, any health features. He takes your pulse, asks what problems you have, what bothers you, like bad sleep, nervousness.
I'm kind of lacking creativity in my life. And he's like, "Man, we'll figure something out." Is that how
He
it
suggests
goes?
that you attend art classes.
When you've just smoked and get on the road, can the police... I've been pulled over 2 or 3 times in a few days. Can the police check if you are stoned or not? And what will it lead to after all?
I think yes, of course, they can check. I haven't figured out how they can do it, but nevertheless, there is some kind of quality control. Control of the content of these substances in a person. Fines, jail. Here they send to jail for everything, almost for any crime. First of all, although I certainly hear from people that it's not the same as being under the influence of alcohol, I'm totally against driving in this state. In no way should you put your life and the lives of those around you at risk.
Look, the store is still open. Let's give the guy a tip. Let's not close the business day. It just started, so why not?
What do you like? Mike Tyson?
It's good, huh?
Yeah,
It's new, huh?
his new position.
It's new, huh?
I think it's kind of a super hit. Everybody comes in here and takes Mike Tyson. I think he's kind of promoted it, right?
It's a very popular strain, very cool. We'd been waiting for it, and then it came. We bought it right away, we announced it, and now people are coming for it.
Holy cow. Listen, how much did it cost? How much did he buy?
He bought 1 gram. 10.0 is 900 baht, but it's top shelf. I also explain to people I teach them here. I tell them that there are different grades of flour quality, and the top shelf is the highest quality flour.
Flour quality, man. What a word.
That is, people understand that they buy quality. They won't be disappointed that they've bought a flour for 900 and don't feel anything, or they don't feel right.
You have some athletes here. Is it about the neighborhood? It's actually the first time I've been to this neighborhood.
The street is called Soi Tayed. We, the locals, all call it a sports street. There is a lot of sports clubs here, including the famous Tiger Muay Thai, where a lot of UFC athletes train. A lot of our athletes train there, and there is many sports clubs here. Everyone is buff here, boys and girls, and the original idea was to open exactly here, because this is the main target audience, athletes, those who keep healthy, since they don't drink alcohol.
Don't you think it's a kind of cheating? I mean, it's still weed. It's still drugs. And no matter how much you think it's all legal or it's for medical purposes, it's all falsity.
Who regulates the understanding of drugs? The state. For example, you can't chew gum in Singapore. You're fined. You know, while somewhere it seems ridiculous, it's the same with marijuana. For example, here it's legal, but in Russia it's illegal. It's treated like drugs. But then again, it depends on how you treat it. I think it's no secret that you can go to a pharmacy in Russia and buy some meds, get sloshed, and lie around somewhere on a bench.
No matter how cool his story is, I still think, and this is my personal opinion, that everyone makes their own choice. But I'm not someone who likes to spend time smoking a doobie or something else related to pharmacy, so it's not like we're in favor of one or another thing. So, guys, make your own choice, but my opinion is that of course it's all a little different reality, and life is freaking great even without it. Look, let's see what you have for sale here. There are some jars and other stuff.
Yeah, here we have a section of CBD oil cosmetics, body lotions, shampoos, body balms, massage oil.
Anything for hair growth? Because everyone's saying, Vitaly, where are you gonna grow your hair? I thought maybe there's something wonder-working.
A shampoo, but I can't guarantee that the hair will grow back. These are the strains themselves.
How many strains are there? What did you start with?
There are over 20 strains now. You can take a jar and have a look. There is a magnifying glass. You turn on the light.
Whoa.
And you can see the quality.
What do you have to look at?
Look at how shiny it is, how resinous it is. That is, it's shiny. It does indicate the quality of the product itself.
Hell knows.
Here they are. This is what Tyson looks like. 3 packets. It's 75 grams.
And how much is in one packet?
25 grams. This is what 75 grams look like.
Holy cow. Look, won't I get locked up in Russia after it? So, I see you also sell some pastry.
Desserts, again containing the same THC. There are various desserts.
What do you mean, dessert? It's like I can have it with tea in the morning or what?
If you don't have anything planned for the day, you can have it with tea in the morning.
For the whole day?
Don't open this one, it's sealed. I tell you, it's good for those who just like desserts and don't like smoking.
Friends, of course it's up to you to decide how you feel about this type of business, and be sure to write me about it in the comments. Fyodor made his choice and decided to open such a store, and that's how he makes money. If you're interested in any other projects and businesses in other countries, write me. I'll definitely take a look and go to that country. Subscribe to my channel. Like this video. See you soon.